Hello YouTube. This is a Wi-Fi battle between me and N1NJADewott14. I hope you enjoy. I lead off with my occasional lead so far, Batty, while my opponent leads off with an Espeon. I go off with U-turn since most of my other attacks won't do much or anything to this Espeon, and to get out of there to see what type of Espeon this is. I go out to my Gluttony, which is my Snorlax, figuring that it would possibly be a special attacker since he's my special wall. And he goes up for Confuse Ray, and so I see that this is more of a bulky Espeon, and he goes for U-turn to get out of there after putting the confusion on my Snorlax. And goes out to his Ambipom. I get the Confusion Hex here, and it does actually quite big chunk for Confusion. And I get some health back from the leftovers. He sets up the Stealth Rocks with Ambipom, which was kind of strange because I didn't know Ambipom can learn Stealth Rocks. And I get Confusion Hex again. I believe this turn he uses Toxic. Yeah, he uses Toxic on my Snorlax, which shows that this is a more bulky Ambipom. Like most Ambipoms I've seen that use that are Fake Out and Double Hit and like U-turn and stuff. I believe let's see. He goes for a Substitute. And I go for another return, which breaks a sub. And then he goes for U-turn to get Ambipom out of there since sub would pretty much just be more stall. So I guess he just wanted to swap out to see what to do else, or bring out another Pokemon to take out my Snorlax. I go for a turn, which actually does a very big chunk since Snorlax has a high friendship. Also, couple that with he gets stabbed with return, which makes it very good. And I switch out my Snorlax, figuring that he's probably going to use a fighting move since Snorlax is super effective against it. I bring in my Gengar to take that, and he does. And I go for a Psychic, figuring that he probably want to switch out his Glade, but he doesn't. So Glade goes down, so he left it in for Death Fodder. Next he goes out to his Lilligant, and I have my Gengar go for Shadow Ball, which does a big, well, it does an okay chunk to this thing. And this thing goes for Spore, which is kind of strange because I also didn't know these things can learn Spore as well. And then I switch out Gengar since it's asleep and most likely won't do much. I go out to my Heracross since it can take hits from this Lilligant and also set up its Flame Orb Guts. And he goes for a Petal Dance, which does a pretty big chunk for it being resisted by Heracross. And my Flame Orb goes off, which is good. He goes for another Petal Dance, which brings Heracross more down in health, which brings it to about an eighth of health left. And I go for Mega Horn, which takes down his Lilliamp. And yeah, Burn brings my Heracross down to what's the word? To bring in as death fodder, so I just leave him there, and Espeon takes him out with Psycho Cut, which is another move I did not know that Espeon can learn either. Next, I go into Gluttony, since he's probably going to be used as death fodder, and he goes for another Psycho Cut, and it doesn't take out my Snorlax, and I go for a turn, and I think it takes it out. Yeah, it takes it out, since most Espeons aren't they're mostly frail. And I believe the poison damage takes me out. No, it doesn't, because of the leftovers. So next he brings in his Ambipom, which I believe goes for a U-turn, to take out my Snorlax and get switch advantage over me. And he switches out to, I think it's, oh, it's Ampharos. And I go out to my Garchomp, and I go for the Stab Earthquake, which easily takes out this Ampharos, since Ampharos are mostly specially defensive. And then the next Pokemon it brings in is Kingdra, which I go for Dragon Claw, since the only move I have that can actually do a lot to this thing is also super effective. And it takes that out as well. And then he brings in his last Pokemon, which I think, yeah, is his Ambipom. He uses the Wonder Launcher and sends a Max Revive towards one of his Pokemon. And I just go for another Dragon Claw to take out this Ambipom. And then he sends out his last Pokemon, which is his Glade. And I go for a Shadow Claw, and it takes out this Glade. And that is the end of the battle. Thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching.